all you really want to talk to.
Well, I just want to apologize for not being able to sit down with each and every one of you. We're going to make sure that happens at some place.
April recess.
April recess.
Starts March 29th. Yes.
This issue with a friend of mine came up. So I'll take take at least a few questions at least, and try and answer some or listen to you. Statements are fine. Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, it's nice to see you, Congressman B.J. Kavanaugh, my partner John Kavanaugh. We wanted to support the vote in the Senate bill and let you know that we support this. It's very important for Oregonians and ask you to please. We understand that this is not the answer, and there are things in this bill that we would all like to fix, but it is a great start, and we cannot afford to stand by and do nothing, because every day more and more of us are losing health care, we're bankrupted, and so thank you for your support, and please vote yes.
We're reading it there, as you know, we don't even have final language yet, so I'm trying to read that, and my vote will be an informed vote at the end of the day. I am concerned about the status quo because it is bankrupting us personally, professionally, and nationally. But I want to make sure that what we do doesn't make things worse. So I'm one of these guys that actually tries to figure things out. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I work at a high school, and one of our students is critically ill. She's up at Emmanuel in the cancer ward. She's a 12th grader. She right now is supposed to have a pill every day to help with the chemotherapy so she's not just violently ill. Her insurance company has said she can have 9 a month. This is a child, if she survives, has a horrible pre-existing condition. Her family used to be totally anti, for the health care thing, or kind of on the fence. They're like, oh my gosh, it has really hit home. This is a 10th grader that will never have insurance under the status quo, if she even makes it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that you're concerned about the budgetary impact of whatever bill might be passed. And yes, any bill will be very expensive, but the CBO has rated all the House bill, the Senate bill, and the Obama bill as saving money compared to doing nothing. Yes, so my position is doing nothing for many reasons is absolutely the worst thing.
I agree.
I'm concerned when I hear people talking about choice and stuff on like C-SPAN and everything. With the insurance companies, no one in my family has any choice. With my work, I have 2 choices, neither of which is very good. My insurance company would not allow me to continue covering my children after they turn 19. There's no options. How can you get worse than no options?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Congressman, thank you very much for coming to these meetings. First of all, I know it can't be pleasant all the time, but obviously I'm not in favor of this plan. I may be in the minority, but I don't think so really. Now, everybody that I talk to wants health reform, and so I'm absolutely in favor of that, and my heart goes out to these other people. But this is not the right way. 2,700 pages plus is not the right way to do it. It is not affordable. I majored in business in college. I've been owning our own business since 1990. So we know a lot about that. We provide health care to our employees, have done that since 1990. And it hasn't been demanded by any legislature, any law to do that. So this is something that we want to do, and we don't have the choice. We want health care reform, but we want it affordable. $13 trillion in national debt, and adding more on it is nuts. I mean, it is just absolutely insane. We cannot afford that. We need to trim this bill, get rid of the bill, and start over. I would love to do that, and I believe we need to have portability. We need portability of insurance. We need more competition, private insurance. We need to do these things first before we just jump off the bridge here into something that the government never has run something like this. Medicare, Social Security, all these things are bankrupt. The post office, all these things are bankrupt. The government can't operate these things.
Medicare is the best medical insurance there is.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
is government's role in my life, actually?
Well, and as a small business person, I take, I have some concerns about the degree of government reach in the day-to-day affairs. The problem we have is that if you expect to get health care when you walk into the ER room in your doctor's office, you know, I think that's the debate right now in that area. Where should we be going? I will also say, though, that I'm fiscally fairly responsible, and as you've seen, I've joined up with a group in Congress that we're going to be paying for stuff going forward here. We're not going to add any more to the debt. We're trying to be a little bit more responsible. I don't want to put us back into another recession, frankly, or deep in the recession. So I'm trying to figure that fine line in the 21st century, how far we should actually go.
We have one more question, please.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Talk about the slaughterhouse process that may go through to pass this.
Well, I can't talk very much about it because I don't know much about it. That's something that I just heard about today in the forums, where they're doing some rule changes so that theoretically we don't actually have to vote on the bill. But I think if you vote on the rule, you'd be voting on the bill. So I'd have to look at that. But my point is, you should hold me accountable for the vote on the bill, and I think that's where I want to go. Well, I don't know if that'll pass muster.
Okay, one more since that was quick.
Yes, sir.
It's not in there. It is. Change your mind.
My only concern is it seems like the majority of Americans don't want the bill as it's currently constructed. And I think you guys ought to go along with the majority.
The bill is not finished yet, as you know. We still got a whole chunk of it to look at. And again, I'm not saying I'm going to vote one way or the other at this point to actually get the thing.
I'm going to walk up to the car. If you want to change your phone number, I will be back here in a few minutes. And I'm happy to do that, but I'll call you.